15 minutes. That's how long it took me to go from a blank page to a fully scripted, fully researched YouTube video, using nothing but Gemini. No editor, no writer, no all-nighter. Just one tool and a process most creators have never even tried. By the end of this video, you will have built that exact same process yourself, live on your own channel idea. And somewhere in the middle, I'm going to show you the one Gemini feature that most YouTubers don't even know exists. The feature that quietly does the job of an entire research team. Stick around because that part changes everything. Gemini is Google's AI assistant built directly into your browser, your docs, and your phone. For a content creator, that means research, scripting, and planning all happen in the same place you already work. Right now, in 2026, that matters more than ever, because audiences expect faster uploads without a drop in quality. Most creators are still juggling 4 or 5 separate apps just to plan one video. A notes app for ideas, a search engine for research, a doc for the script, and a spreadsheet for titles and tags. Gemini folds almost all of that into a single conversation. By the end of this video, you'll have a complete video plan, topic, outline, script, title, and description for a real channel idea. And here's the small loop before we start. There's a setting inside Gemini that most people skip on day one, and it's the reason your outputs are about to sound nothing like generic AI text. Let's start at the very top. Open Gemini in your browser or open the Gemini app if you're on mobile. Sign in with your Google account. You'll land on a clean chat window, and that blank box is where everything begins. Before you type a single prompt, click your profile icon and check your Gemini plan. The free version works fine for this project, but if you're serious about weekly uploads, the paid tier unlocks longer context and faster responses, which matters once your scripts get longer than a few hundred words. Take 30 seconds now to also turn on web access inside your settings, if it isn't already on. That one toggle is what lets Gemini check current information instead of relying only on what it already knows. Either way, you're ready. Now here's your first real skill. Don't just type "write me a video idea." Vague prompts get vague answers. Instead, tell Gemini who you are, who your audience is, and what outcome you want. Try something like this. I run a channel for busy parents. Suggest 5 video ideas about morning routines that take under 10 minutes to film. Notice how specific that is. Gemini responds with tailored, usable ideas instead of generic filler. And that single shift in how you prompt is worth more than any hack you'll learn today. If the first batch of ideas feels flat, don't start over from scratch. Just reply with "make these more specific to sleep-deprived new parents." And watch how much sharper the second round becomes. Gemini remembers the whole conversation, so every follow-up gets smarter, not slower. Pick one idea from that list. For this walkthrough, we're using 5 morning habits that save busy parents an hour a day. Now we move into research. Ask Gemini to pull together the most common pain points parents mention around mornings, and the outcomes they actually want. Gemini can search the web directly inside the chat, so it's not guessing from old data. It's checking what's current. This is the research team replacement I promised you. One prompt, and you have pain points, desired outcomes, and content gaps your competitors missed. With research in hand, it's time to build your outline. Ask Gemini for a 10-step structure. Hook first, payoff last. A strong prompt here looks like, turn this research into a 15-minute video outline with a hook, 5 main habits, and a closing call to action. Read what comes back. Don't accept it blindly. This is a draft, not a final script. Trim anything that feels generic and keep anything that surprised you. That instinct, trained over time, is what separates creators who use AI well from creators who sound robotic. If a section feels weak, isolate it and ask Gemini to try 3 alternate versions of just that one part, instead of regenerating the entire outline. Small, targeted edits keep the parts you already like intact. Now for the script itself. This is where most people rush and lose quality. Instead, feed Gemini your outline plus your own voice. Paste in a short paragraph of how you normally talk on camera. Then ask Gemini to write the script in that same tone. This single step is the difference between content that sounds like you and content that sounds like everyone else's AI video. Go section by section. Hook, then each habit, then the ending. Rather than asking for the whole script in one shot. Shorter requests give you tighter control over pacing. Here's a mistake almost every beginner makes, so pay attention. They accept the first draft Gemini gives them. Don't. Ask Gemini to rewrite the hook 3 different ways, then pick the strongest one. Or blend 2 together. Treat Gemini like a writing partner you push back on, not an oracle you obey. The best creators using this tool right now are the ones asking for revisions, not the ones copying and pasting on the first try. Try asking for one version that opens with a number, one that opens with a mistake, and one that opens with a question. Comparing all 3 side by side, in the same chat, Takes less than a minute and almost always produces a stronger opening than your first instinct. Once your script feels right, don't close the tab yet. Ask Gemini to generate 5 title options based on real search behavior, using pain point plus outcome plus curiosity. Then ask for a short YouTube description under 70 words, and a list of relevant tags. This is the part creators skip, and it's costing them views, because a great script with a weak title still gets buried by the algorithm. Now let's talk about the feature I promised you at the start. Inside Gemini, you can create a custom gem, a saved, specialized version of the assistant trained on your exact channel voice, your audience, and your past scripts. To build one, open the Gems Manager, paste in 2 or 3 of your best past scripts, and describe your tone in a few sentences. Casual, energetic, no jargon, whatever fits you. Once it's set up, every future prompt automatically sounds like you, without retyping your style each time. Set this up once, and every video after this one takes a fraction of the time. That's the hidden feature. That's what closes the loop from the very beginning of this video. The 15-minute workflow only works long-term because of this one setting. Beyond scripting, Gemini can support your channel in ways most creators never explore. It can turn a finished script into short-form clip ideas for other platforms. It can summarize audience comments to spot what people actually want next. It can draft community posts, polls, and even pinned comments tied to your video's core hook. Used this way, Gemini isn't just a script writing tool. It's closer to a small production assistant that never sleeps. A quick warning before you go further. Never publish an AI-assisted script without reading it out loud first. Awkward phrasing that looks fine on a page often sounds wrong on camera. Read it once for flow and once for accuracy, especially with numbers, dates, or claims Gemini pulled from the web. AI can be confident and wrong at the same time, so you're still the final editor. This one habit alone will save you from the embarrassing comment section corrections that hit creators who skip this step. So here's your action plan. Open Gemini today, run through this exact sequence. Idea, research, outline, script in your own voice, title, description, and finally a custom gem for your channel. Do it once, fully, before you touch anything else. That single pass is what turns Gemini from a novelty into an actual part of your workflow. Don't try to master every feature in one sitting. Creators who burn out on AI tools usually try to learn everything at once instead of shipping one video first. We started this video with a promise that in 15 minutes, you could go from a blank page to a fully scripted, researched YouTube video. You just watched exactly how that happens, step by step, with the one hidden feature that makes it repeatable instead of a one-time trick. If this workflow saved you time, the next video in this series breaks down Gemini's image and thumbnail tools in the same hands-on way. Try this process on your very next upload and notice how much faster the blank page disappears.